It's that time of year when we all resolve to get just a little bit better. And then, it's hard and stuff. But I'm really going to try. And I have a list of 5 things that I think I can realistically do. And if I succeed at doing these things, then I'm a good person. And if I don't... So, watch on and place your bets. How many of these things do you think I'm actually going to do? I don't want to speak for you. I'm just going to speak for me. But I know that when I put a lot of board games in my cart and I click purchase, I feel pretty good. It does something in my brain. It releases chemicals, and I like doing it a lot. And some of the time, it's more about releasing those chemicals than it is about the games. And I know that because I feel a lot more excited when I click purchase than when I open the box of components that arrives at my door. That's not great, and I am trying to actually put something into place to prevent me from doing that this year, because it results in me having a lot of these are good, but it results in me having a lot of board games that I haven't played. It results in me having a lot of board games that aren't quite right for me. It results in a lot of first plays where I go, yeah, okay, that was all right. That's not what I want. These things are expensive. They take up space. I want every game that I've got to be one that I want to have. So, as you saw at the top of this, when I said what this number means, I am not going to buy any games this year that I have not played at least once. That means that Tabletop Simulator is going to be my best friend. That means that my friends are going to be my best friends who own these games that I'm considering buying. That's the deal this year. I am going to do my darndest to never, ever, ever click purchase just because my good buddy Tom Vassell told me to. Just because Matthew Lees said you'll have a good time with this one. That's not good enough, Matt. I've got to try it for myself. I know that kind of undercuts the existence of this channel if you're coming here for reviews, but that's fine. I'm not trying to sell you stuff. I'm just trying to tell you stuff. Dang. Should that be my little... That rhymes. I love it. This is my number 5. I'm not buying anything that I haven't played already. Decrease in stakes here for sure, from I'm never buying a board game again, to I would like a lamp, but I would like a lamp, and I have yet to find one that fits the bill. So it's something that I am resolving to do in this new year, and here's why. In my little gaming area, I've got a window and I've got an overhead light. Here's the thing about the window, it gets dark here at 4 right now. And people come over to game at 7. So it's dark outside. The only source of light is an overhead lamp. And when that is true and you're leaning over the board to read something, you are casting a shadow on whatever you are trying to look at. That's inconvenient. Stick a floor lamp over in the corner, and then that negates some of that problem. That's why I want a floor lamp, for the practicality. But I have searched long and hard. I looked around in the lamp aisle at Target, is what I mean by that. And I didn't find anything that I liked. So you, haver of a board game room, do you have a floor lamp that you like? Could you recommend one to me, please? Classy in some way. I don't know exactly, because the classy means different things to different people, but if you have one that you find classy, recommend it to me, please. I would like one that looks good. I currently like kind of how my game room looks, and so I would like to keep the good vibes rolling with a lamp that looks nice. That's a resolution. Boom, resolved. The world of Neon Mage is a paradoxical mix of magic and technology, a retro future where you're as likely to be cursed as you are to be hacked. That's the little blurb that I wrote for the board game that I'm working on. It's cool. I think it's a solid game. As someone who plays games, I think it's really nice. And it's not quite there yet, but it's close enough to somewhere that I would be comfortable like letting strangers play it, that it is a resolution this year to like put it up in a play testable fashion on a tabletop simulator kind of thing. So that is a goal that I have. I play tested it with a friend, and we found a whole bunch of problems that I have since fixed, and we need to do another round of play testing, and then another and another and another. But soon enough, I think it will be in a place where I can put it out into the world and get people's thoughts and opinions on it, and see if they have ideas on how to make it better, what the little problem areas that they're finding in it are. So that is a goal of this year. The board game that I made, Neon Mage, put it out there and see what people think. Just based on the premise, does it interest you? Do you like the sound of it? Let me know. I really do think it's cool. I'm very proud of this thing, and I want to get people's eyeballs on it and their fingers clicking on keyboard mice to play it. That's my third. Wow, okay. So before I start talking about the number 10,000, insane, let me talk about the current insane number that you can see underneath my channel right now. At the time of recording this, we are over 4,100 subscribers. That's ridiculous. I started this a year and a half ago at 0, as you do, and we're over 4,000? So I don't want to give you the wrong idea and say, like, 4,000 is lame. It's amazing. Like, what the hell? Thank you so much for getting this community put together, for building this thing. It's frankly ridiculous. I never expected it to get this big. But now that we have, I'm like, how big can we get it? Because as you know, bigger number, better person. I would love at the end of this year to be at 10,000, which sounds daunting. To me, it sounds kind of like insurmountable, but it's not based on just the math. From mid 2023 to end, we got to 1,000. From 2024 to end of 2024, we're at over 4,000. Those numbers suggest that we can do 10 by the end of this year, which would be insane, but I think it's possible. If we start kind of going in that direction, it feels like, I don't know, around the 5,000 subscriber mark is when like a lot of YouTube channels are like, here's a Patreon, give me money, please. Is that something that interests you at all for Board and Savior, or are you very happy getting your weekly, every other week dose of Board and Savior for $0 of your dollars on YouTube? Where are you at with that? If you said, yes, I would like to pay, but I would like to get something in return, what is that thing that you would like to get in return? Do you want like blog-style write-ups of games that I don't feel like warrant a full video? Do you want... I have an idea for kind of like a monthly, more big-scale kind of campaign thing. Like it could be a monthly D&D session that I run. It could be a monthly, that Star Wars mega game thing that I did. Maybe we do like one episode of that a month. Maybe it's Twilight Imperium. We do like a Twilight Imperium game a month. What would interest you if you wanted to part with your hard-earned dollars? Because like I support Dice Tower and Shut 'em Sit Down, and no pun included, with my bucks, but like, you know, they're really providing high quality stuff, and I try to provide high quality stuff, but like this isn't my full-time thing. This is just out of my pocket budget, whatever I can afford. So I don't know, money would mean that I could do more stuff and cooler things, I suppose. But what would you like the more stuff and cooler things to be, if you would like to give me money? And if you don't want to do that, if you are very happy getting the free stuff, let me know that too. It would be good to be aware of where the audience is with their interest in that kind of thing. So that's this one is all about, ooh, let me see those numbers go up, because I'm a greedy little goblin. Okay, all right. The other resolutions, I mean, some of them still require some willpower. It's going to be tough not to buy games that I haven't played, but like, I think that's doable. This one is tough. There are, check my math here, 52 weeks in a year. I counted last night. There are 36 unplayed board games in my collection. That does not feel good to say out loud. That is one of the reasons that I want to do this one, to make this thing happen. But again, pull out your calculator. 52, 36 is more than half of 52. Right now, I'm kind of trying to do like every other week, every 3 weeks, play a new board game kind of thing. I'm gonna need to up that ratio in order to make this thing happen. And it's daunting. Like, that's a lot of rule books to read. That is a lot of fringe rules to keep in my head as I'm learning all of these things. But it's important because I own all of these things. I've spent money on all of these things, and they're taking up space in my home. And I don't know if I like them. Really. I know that in theory I do. I bought them because theoretically I like them, but I don't know. And that's a problem. I should know if the things that I own are things that I want to own. So that is my last resolution. And, interesting question for you. Do you have any interest in a video like soon that says, here are those 36 games that I own and have not yet played? Does that interest you? And then secondarily, does a end of the year, these are the 36 games that I hadn't played, here's how I ended up feeling about all 36 of those. Like in, kind of a rapid fire sort of fashion. That's an idea that I just had right now for some content. Does that sound like something you would like to see? Haha, let me know. And I think, to make me feel better, how many board games are in your collection that you have not played? Or to make me feel worse, to really motivate me. If you're like, I have 35 games and I know that all of them deserve to be in my collection. I love them all. Where do you fall on the played, haven't played spectrum of board games in your collection? Let me know. And that is almost the end of this video. I don't know if you remember, but I made you 2 promises if we hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Take a look. If we hit 4,000 by the end of the year, I'll do a jig.
He said if the channel hits 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year, he'll let me eat a whole meal.
So, to the first, here is the jig. A-dee-dee-doo-doo-doo, a-da-da-dee-dee-dee-doo, a-dee-a-dee-a-dee-dee-dee, a-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. That's a jig. That's a jig. And the second promise, that's all you. Dig in, buddy. This is the best day. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna eat this and drink it. So I think you can go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And I'll see you in the new year. Ta-ta. Dang it. Would have been cool if I'd gotten it in one, but what are you gonna do? Oh, all fries have left the building. Oh, McDonald's is just so terrible. But it's better than sawdust.